Let's just wait for you video.
You chodio.
You chodio.
Alright, you video's never commented before he's doing the intro. Ready, go.
Go.
Alright, are we starting?
Yes.
Yes, now we're live. Go.
Okay. Hi everyone, welcome.
Oh, thank you. Good job.
Thank you.
Nice intro. Yeah.
Straight dubs.
What?
Sorry, go on.
Okay then. Hi everyone, welcome to the new Super Luigi U any percent tournament. Today we have a race against Coldeggman and JackG, and their PBs are a little bit apart. This is one of the losers bracket rounds, but JackG definitely has potential to get a huge PB, and so I would not be surprised if he pulls one out during this round today.
Yeah, I agree.
Has a very good PB, so who knows? This is definitely anyone's race.
For sure.
True.
I was definitely watching Cole do some practice races beforehand, and he's not too hot right now. So it really could go either way.
Very true.
Already
this
throwing
is-
shade.
Also, this is winner's bracket, right?
No, this is losers bracket.
Oh, that is scary.
Yeah.
so
whoever
whoever
loses,
gets-
this is out.
Mm-hmm.
Just confirming that the racers are ready. We got one ready. And 2 ready. Cool.
Take
We're
this.
gonna be going off.
And are
quaking with
both
excitement.
runners playing on the deluxe version today?
Correct. Yes.
Side
Both
note,
runners
dude,
are on DX.
Their Luigis are bobbing in sync. Look at that.
Oh my god, that's
That's
amazing.
Very, very cute.
That's funny because the trees aren't at all synced up, but the Luigis are.
Truly incredible.
So yeah, we'll be getting off here pretty soon here. Oh yeah, we guess we didn't introduce the rest of the booth because we made fun of you video, but I'm
That's
Super
true.
64 guy.
Yeah. That's good for you.
Okay.
Anyways,
dude.
we're
Alright.
moving on to 1-1.
Alright.
So, go ahead.
Yeah,
Dave.
you could go. You could go, you vids.
Yeah, so the runners are both playing on the deluxe version, so what that means is they're going to use Luigi for this first level here, and they're going to get their acorn. And that's going to be used for pretty much the whole run, although there are some opportunities for backups.
One might say that they have gotten their nut, and we hope they do not burst.
But no one would ever say that.
And
But
I would
yeah.
imagine both of them are going to use Luigi for 1-2, even though it's about half a second slower than using the other character that's used, which is Nabbit, just because Luigi's much safer. I don't know if y'all
Yeah.
want to talk about that.
Ooh, that's a weird pipe entry for Cold. 97.
Ouch. Jack's got a bit of a
Oh,
lead. But
Cold's
yeah, the
struggling
reason
to grab the star.
Cold...
Ooh.
Oh
getting
my
hit.
gosh, what a start! That hurts.
That's really, yeah,
That's
really
so
rough.
bad, especially for
Oh
World 5.
no. Jack's popping off. I'm...
Oh,
Oh,
no.
he's dead!
Cold takes
What
the
does
death.
he do?
So,
Oh, that's-
I guess, like we mentioned, Cold's PB is, I think, about 2 minutes faster, maybe a little bit more. So,
Oh my gosh, we're
No.
seeing the Nabbit.
might not be out of it, but yeah, he's going to go for Nabbit 1-2. I mean, he really doesn't have a choice here.
I mean, he has nothing to lose. Like, small
Yeah.
Luigi has literally no advantage over Nabbit.
Yeah.
So the reason
Oh.
Nabbit 1-2 is like really risky for a race is because at the very end, there's a really big jump you have to make, and it's really tight. And if you miss it, you die. And if you mess anything else up in the level beforehand, you'll mess up the cycles of those rocks, and you won't be able to get
Using the
that
pipe.
second star, which also means you can't get the jump at the end. So it's very punishing. But he got
Alright.
it.
Bit of a mess up
well
on the last pipe, but high 74. We'll take
Might
it.
as well just... I think this is now just proof that we all, as top runners, now need to start going for Nabbit in 1-2 in races, because if Cold can do it, that makes us look bad.
No.
I simply disagree. I feel like you're saying this because either me or Skippy are playing you next round.
Okay, also, to be fair, video, you're a bit hypocritical considering you went for Nebbit in the relay. So,
Yeah, I did go for it in the NSMV series relay, but my team was very far ahead, so I was like, I'll give it one shot.
did you do it in my match? I didn't watch it all, so I didn't notice.
No, I haven't done it in any races.
God.
Yeah, after that, he's been playing it very safe.
Mhm.
Jack's done with 1S as Cold is entering 1S. That's a yikes.
Yeah, pretty good World 1 for Jack, to be honest.
Yeah, actually, pretty decent. 308 for his skill level, and the mistakes that he's made, not half bad.
Alright, keep in mind, Jack is fading out of the, I guess, that 311, so I'm gonna time that and try and guess how far behind Cold is.
Wait, 311? Am I blind?
Wait, I thought that's not what I saw. I saw 306.
I saw
I guess-
308. We are all blind.
Oh, I'm saying when he came into the world
Jack
map.
said 306, so video's correct.
Okay.
Nice.
I was talking
all
about the world
bad.
map, sorry.
No, it's cool. No worries. Okay, well, rough start for Cold. I'm hoping that it doesn't mess too much with his, mentality.
Yeah,
Hopefully
for
he's
sure.
able to have a strong rest of the race.
Alright,
It's
Jack.
definitely hard because when you mess up like at the beginning of a race, like really badly like that, it can be really hard to like reorient yourself for the rest of the run, and things
Yeah.
can just keep falling apart.
Definitely, yeah.
Side note, Cold is slightly over 40 seconds behind Jack. However, because 5T is going to suck, because you can't do the auto-scroller skip, Cold's
So,
probably going to lose a bit more time.
can-
I wonder if...
Yeah.
I wonder... Well, here's the thing. I wonder if he knows how to do it as Peachette, because if he just switches to Toadette when he gets to 5 Tower, he can actually do the entire auto-scroller skip and only lose about 3 seconds or so.
Are you saying you can
is
do
it
the
an
Peachette one? Sorry, I got my phone
Yeah.
started ringing, so okay.
Of course, yeah, as Peachette, you can do it. You can get an 82 in-game time at the door, which is only 3 seconds slower than what you would get with the Acorn power-up. So if he knows that, he might be able to back this up.
Yeah.
Oh.
The other not terrible backup that would waste a little bit more time is he could get red coins and then go for right side immediately after. It would lose a lot more time, but it's definitely probably something that Cold knows, because I'm not sure that he's ever done with Peachette.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not sure. I
He
think I
might
told him
choose to
about
not
it,
go
but
for it.
I don't know
Alternatively, he
exactly.
could go for 5-2 Acorn, but
Yeah, but who's gonna do that?
it's a long shot, yeah.
That doesn't seem likely, but who knows?
Alright, 81 on Cold's part, pretty good.
Cold is like very familiar with the other levels. He's done a lot of all castles and 100%, so who knows, maybe he will choose to do that.
Yeah, alright, 76 for 5-3 for Jack. That's kind of rough, but his lead is still very dominant.
I guess just to mention, 5-2 is actually like only about half a second slower than 5-3, so it's actually not like a big difference. I just don't know how long that acorn there takes to get, like if that would be faster than just doing a Peachette tower skip, but who knows.
I think it can be pretty risky since it's also above all of the poison. Like,
Hmm.
if you're not ready for it, you could pretty easily mess that up somehow and die. Or
Yeah.
the acorn could fall in the poison. It's definitely safer to get the red coins, for sure.
Not to mention, he would also need to get a mushroom before the acorn because he's smaller
Right.
Luigi, so yeah.
Side note,
Right,
Jack playing a
that's also
safe right
true.
side
Oh.
and missing.
Oh, that's unfortunate. And he's
Oh,
going,
he's going for the
back.
snake block.
Okay, so Jack
Okay, he got the
is
snake block. He could
not
go
gonna
back
get
for
the
right
skip
side
here,
again right
just-
now. He's
He
choosing
could,
not
yeah.
to, but
Playing it
This
safe.
could be
That's
Cold's
understandable.
chance to make up a lot of time.
for sure.
So Jack's gonna lose about 30 seconds here from missing the skip.
Yeah.
This should close the gap. Oh wait,
He could go
I
for it
just
again
realized.
here.
At this point, you should just
Cold
ride
is
it. He's so
using
close.
Luigi. Okay.
Okay, yeah, he's going for red coins. Honestly, not the worst strategy.
No, not at all.
Oh,
That's not good. That's
Well,
not good.
that's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
dude,
He
literally had
doesn't
the
know about going
iframes.
for right side. Oh, he's gonna go for left side instead. Is he?
Oh no.
Okay, now, does he know? We talked about this in comms, because Niv didn't go for the backup in history, so hopefully
It's
he
slower.
remembers from comms.
Okay, so it would be slower to get the backup acorn here technically, but if he
Honestly,
wants,
you should just grab it in 5S and play Navic
But-
for Ghost House.
if he
Actually,
wants
no,
to do,
he's not playing OG. He doesn't. That's a lot slower.
Looks like he's choosing to go for the backup.
No,
yeah,
good
that's
call.
smart because now he can switch to Toad in 5 Secret, and if
Yeah.
you switch to a different character, the characters kind of only keep their own power-ups, like it doesn't transfer over from character to character. So if he
Yeah.
switches to Toad, he'll now be Small Toad. He can get an acorn as Toad, and then if he loses that acorn, he'll have this one still as Luigi, and he can always switch back. It's a safety.
For example, he could have like acorn for Luigi, then have like, I don't know, fire flower for Toad. It's that kind of logic.
Exactly. Yeah, it's useful. And it's a good race strategy. Only loses about
Jack
4
playing it
seconds.
safe, choosing to do Nabbit in Ghost House. Loses 6 seconds because it takes 3 seconds per character change. But I don't blame him for taking it safe. I mean,
Yeah, that's definitely not a bad race strategy. Go ahead.
Sorry, with this dominant of a lead, at this point Jack's just trying not to die.
yeah, for sure.
Definitely. And if you were to do this level as Luigi, you have to do some tight jumps through those goo rings, and it's definitely an easy place to lose acorn.
Jack like jumped
Not
on the
to
last
mention-
frame of that platform.
Not to mention, you could also get fireworks here if you have really bad movement. And Jack not going for the wall kick, it could be pretty close. And it was pretty close.
It was close, yeah, so I guess if you want to explain what fireworks are, maybe.
Yeah, so basically in this game, if you get double digits when you grab the flagpole, you'll get a certain power-up. And the main important one is 77 gives you an acorn. So, you know, if you mess up acorn, it's not the end of the world to grab it. Cold losing acorn again!
Oh,
no.
he can't go for the backup Toad
He
now.
should get 77 here if he can. That might be, well...
No, at
I
this
think
point,
that-
he has to play it a little more risky if he wants to
Yeah,
win.
I agree. Anyways, so if you get a 77, then you can get an acorn. He actually might... okay, he's gonna skip it.
Alright, good call.
But the point is, while that sounds nice, getting another acorn for backup, the problem is it costs you about 15 to 20 seconds doing so. So...
Yeah, and the first time you get the fireworks actually loses more time than like every other time.
Right,
you get,
because
some
then you get
extra
the text box.
boxes.
Right.
Yeah.
So generally, we try and avoid the fireworks in speedruns. I could be wrong. You probably know this better than I do, but I think that this is the most punishing fireworks, in that you lose the most time from getting fireworks in this game and NSMBU.
I know,
yeah,
for SPDS,
probably.
Sorry, for SPDS, I've heard that it could be between 15 and 20 seconds.
Yeah, because
because
on
you-
NSMB, go ahead, man.
So, sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, I interrupted that time.
Alright, for SPDS, you have the firework animation, then you have like a Toad house or something spawning in the world map. So that could lose quite a lot depending on how much fireworks appear.
To be fair, NSMB Wii has that same thing.
Yeah, NSMB DS and NSMB 2, it spawns a Toad house at the start of the world map.
I mean NSMB Wii. NSMB 2, it spawns the rainbow thing.
Yeah, but it's at the start of the world map, and so if you're really far into the world, on the last level or something, it'll zoom all the way back to the beginning. So in NSMB, the World 8 map is super long. So if you get fireworks in one of the last levels, I guess that could lose more time than an NSMBU. But other than that exception, it's probably less.
And I still feel like DS is probably the longest.
You think so?
Ooh. Yeah, ooh, that was a weird flag grab by Cold.
Here we go.
So it looks like we'll be moving on to World 7. Let's see how Jack does here. 7-1 can be a fairly easy one to mess up. I just noticed Jack's playing with Air Twirl.
Yeah, I just noticed that as well.
That's interesting. There is a feature in the Switch version where you can, and he turns back because the Air Twirl messes with things. Interesting. But there is a feature in this game, it's not in the Wii U version, where if you press the jump button, it counts as doing a twirl in midair. You can turn it off by holding the left control stick for 3 seconds on the title screen, but it looks like Jack's just choosing not to do that here.
I wonder if he left it on purpose, or if that was
Yeah,
an
I
accident.
wonder. I personally find it an inconvenience, so I don't like playing with it, and pretty much I don't know of anyone who plays with it on.
Honestly, For fast acceleration in the air, it actually loses a few frames.
Yeah, it's
That's
actually
true.
faster to turn it off because at the start of every level, you can do a quick jump and then a glide right after that and save a couple frames. But no, it's not at the start of every level, but like a lot of places. I think there are 10 of them in the any percent normal
Yeah.
runs. So, I mean, I've heard it saves 2 frames, so you can save
Yeah,
about a
it
third of a
does.
second over the course of a run.
Made it.
So it's nothing major, but it's technically faster to turn that little midair twirl off because if you have that midair twirl, the fast acceleration doesn't work the same way because right before you glide, he'll do the twirl, and so it doesn't save any time.
Yeah. Also, worth noting for SBU, it loses a lot more time to have the midair twirl on, like compared to Luigi U.
Oh, Jack, does Jack not know about the visual cue?
Oh, I don't think he
Oh,
does. Oh
He
no,
doesn't
he's
know about the
small.
visual cue.
Yep,
There's actually a
this
visual
race
cue
is
to
not
know.
over.
It's definitely not over. There
This is
is
huge for Cold.
There's actually a visual cue to know when you wall kick to, because normally what you would do is you would walk, you'll see Cold do it, but you spin jump to the left and wall kick, and there's actually like a place in the wall that you can physically tell so that you know when to wall kick and everything.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I literally just do a spin jump and wall kick, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but like for someone like Jack, like watch, see how there was like a puke green kind of different? There was like a little puke green in the left wall, and that's when you wall kick if you don't know when to wall kick.
I guess. I don't know. I just spin jump as
That's
soon
how
as I
I
gain
learned it.
control and wall jump.
Why is he?
Jack, what are you doing?
Well,
Yeah,
he made it through. So this fight coming up, he's playing against Kamek, and where Kamek spawns is random, and these platforms that spawn are also random. The only consistent part of this fight is on the third phase, Kamek will always spawn at the top and middle.
Thing is, it's hard to like chain the hits without Acorn, so
Exactly.
realistically, Jack's gonna lose a ton of time. Like, yeah, he has to wait Kamek out now.
Yeah, if you have Acorn, you can generally, you try to, like Niv said, chain the hits, so you'll just kind of glide over to where he is next. And of course, that takes a lucky guess, but you can usually get it to work out.
Oh, so side note, Jack is small Luigi. If he dies, he has to do the entire level because there are no checkpoints in this game.
Cold's having a hard
Also-
time with Kamek too!
Wow.
Both players having a hard
Oh,
time
no!
with Kamek.
Oh no. Okay,
Oh,
so
man. Jack's
We'll
still gonna have
see.
a lead after all of this.
we'll see if Jack gets an Acorn in the Ghost House. Another backup could be he could opt to get a 77 in-game time there and also get an Acorn, but he didn't switch to Toad in 5 Secret, and so he doesn't have a backup. So this will be interesting. Cold, on the other hand, since he's big Luigi, there's a really fast backup for getting an Acorn in 7 Ghost House, and I'd be really surprised if he doesn't go for that.
Well, even Jack can get that because there's a mushroom before that acorn block.
He
so
can,
even Jack could
it's
go for
just-
that as well.
That is
Here we go.
definitely faster than getting fireworks. I just don't know if Jack knows that, and it's also like harder and riskier.
Yeah, Jack might be getting sniped, as we've seen
Yeah.
many runners have gotten sniped throughout this tournament.
Like, you kind of have to know how to do it.
Oh, does he know what blocks the Acorn?
Well, he's
No, I
just
don't think he does.
okay.
Interesting. He might
Well-
just wait for 77.
Yeah.
Oh, Colt is doing something interesting here. I wonder if he just forgot how to do the,
I'm not gonna lie,
the
you need to
movement.
teach us your movement because nobody else knows how to do your movement.
No one knows the backup.
it's a,
I've
I have a
messed
video
with it
of
and I
It's
have
pretty easy.
yeah, you should send it because I've messed with it and I don't understand it.
You just, like, ground pound on the block. Okay, well, you have to delay, like, ever so slightly. So, like, when you ground pound on the block, you don't jump immediately after ground pounding. You delay, like, just slightly, and that allows you to not get hit.
Got it. Yeah, because my hard part was not getting on the block and getting the power up out. It was grabbing the power up thereafter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
if you do get hit, though, it's not a big deal because you just get the acorn right after.
as we could see, Jack having
my
to
problem-
wait. Sorry.
Go ahead.
continue.
No, go ahead, Niv.
Jack having to wait out the fireworks allowed Cole to take a slight lead.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have to equip this acorn. That's the other reason like fireworks also lose a lot of time.
Crazy.
That's an extra like 4 seconds.
Ooh, SpeedGaming 1 just rated us with a party of 60.
Oh,
anyone,
dang.
anyone want to introduce the game?
This is
Yeah,
New
of
Super
course.
Luigi,
Gold,
the best
gold.
NSMB game in the series. Yeah, we're doing
And
80%.
we got a
It's a
pretty
tournament.
close race going on here. It's a best 2 of 3. This is round 1. And
Good
it's
job,
still
team.
anyone's game.
Yeah, for sure. 74, Sag.
That was pretty good though.
No, for sure.
The first block was like really weird moving, like Cold
Jack's
forgot where
probably
to
getting a
stop.
73 with the movement that he was doing there.
How does that lose time? I thought you could just.
Ooh, barely
It does.
How
missing
does
the
that
fireball.
work? Like I don't
I
understand.
don't
this
understand
level.
how it works. I understand how the fire bars work, but I don't understand how the moving thing works.
The blocks, I think you just have to keep. They start moving as soon as you have them on screen. Maybe, hopefully.
World record.
I know that the
holders
fire bars for
questioning
sure
how
on a
the
global
level
cycle.
works.
I know for sure the fire bars are on a global cycle. And that's why you
Okay.
try and delay on purpose, because if you delay on purpose, it's not so much about saving time, it's easier to make it through that jump without the fire bars being so tight.
That makes sense. Okay, so we got. The difference is what, like 20 seconds? I didn't really catch.
All
Cold
right.
got an
1851
1851.
fade out.
Let's see what Jack gets here.
All right. Jack finishing with the 48. It's not half bad.
Yeah, not at all. 48 and 49. Okay.
All right. 07.
16-second difference
Mhm.
going into World 8. This could go either way.
Bowser
Yeah,
can still
there's
be
still
a
a lot of
jerk.
run left.
If it even gets that far before a mistake happens.
Yeah, so coming up, they're going to do a small skip in this airship level.
Small skip.
It is small, and it's pretty easy too, so I mean, I'm expecting them both to get it. The harder part of this level is the boss fight, where timing your hits on the boss is just not like intuitive at all. Like it's really like weird to know when you can hit him again, because it's not when it looks like at all. So hopefully that goes well for them. Colt got the skip though.
That's why I was joking about it being small, because in reality, runners will tell you, oh, that's a small, easy skip, because you hold the jump button pretty much twice throughout that entire skip. But it looks really impressive.
Yeah, exactly. It looks really hard. It's literally 2 jumps. I mean,
Jack losing about a second, messing up a little bit of the ending, but
no worries, though. It was
it's
really good.
whatever.
All right. Worth noting. This boss fight kind of sucks because Bowser Jr.'s hitbox is like oddly small. All right, Cold getting the first hit. There are also multiple ways to like time your hits. Cold is opting to like stay on the ground and then jump up. Some runners just glide around and never touch the ground.
Well,
after
not being
hitting
as far left as I'd like, but there is a little bit of time save. If you land further left on those platforms after the boss fight, you actually
Oh,
save
no.
more time
Oh,
because
Jack,
Ooh.
so early. So, yeah, sorry, go ahead, Super.
But anyways, so the further left that you land, the more time you save because the blocks fall from left to right. So if you're this cutscene triggers once you pass the bottom of the screen. So if blocks fall from left to right, then you hit the bottom of the screen faster if you're on the left side than you are on the right side. So Coldeggman actually saved probably. I actually don't know how much time it loses. At
It's
least
like
half
almost
a second.
probably.
I think
Like,
it's
I
2
just
seconds
saw-
between the left and the right.
Yeah, I just saw like how far apart they were. It was probably like a whole second that Jack lost to Cold there.
Yeah, I'm willing to believe that.
What was I gonna say? You got to see though on Jack's screen like a good example of just like how weird the timing is on these Bowser Jr. hits. Like Bowser Jr. had already popped out of the clown car. It looked like he should have been able to hit him, and he tried to ground pound him, and he just went right through him because that's what happens. Like you have to know the timing in order to just perfectly time those hits. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, everyone else has a different visual cue. Personally, I like it. I jump as soon as Bowser like shoots out his arms, and then that's when I hit him. But yeah,
Yeah, I have a pretty
Each to their
similar
own.
cue. But the way you know that you've optimized that fight is when you hit Bowser Jr. before he starts moving. And so that's why like you can tell when a runner loses time is if you see Bowser Jr. move.
Alright, this level has some RNG. We'll see what kind of RNG Cold gets, then we'll talk about it. Hog.
Okay.
Right side. Bonked a little bit. Was a little worried he was going to get hit. But it's all good.
Yeah, those
So
meteors
basically...
are
Oh,
random.
go ahead. No, you have it.
No,
Take the
that's all I was-
floor.
Alright, those meteors are random. The difference between the best and worst patterns about 1.5 seconds, maybe like 1.6 seconds. And it's not a huge deal. Like in a race, the bigger deal isn't the time loss. It's more the fact that the faster patterns are also like scarier. Because if you don't react to them really quickly, another meteor will come down and snipe you. So honestly, that slower pattern is actually kind of a breath of fresh air in the race.
For sure. Though to be fair, Jack getting a little bit less than optimal, even though he got the worst RNG.
Yeah.
In terms of IGT, that is. Cold playing it
Cold-
safe here. Gonna be getting an 88 pipe from the looks of it.
Yeah. A4's a cycle-based level. As long as you make that same cycle, you usually don't lose too much time, but there are some like maneuvers you can do at the beginning to save a little bit.
Made it.
See how Cold's or Jack's 8-4 goes. Waiting a little bit, so
Ooh,
even if he got that
bonking.
glide, we'll have to
Interesting.
see.
Whoa!
Ooh,
Whoa!
no.
That twirl
Okay, come
actually
on.
came and hurt him there because he couldn't make that cycle. Because he couldn't initiate his glide.
Come on,
Glide
Jack.
up! Glide up,
Okay.
Jack! Oh my
If
god!
he glided up, he would have hit the
That
fireball.
was good though. He kind of was just patient. He didn't like freak out
Yeah,
and
for
just start
sure.
like wall jumping or anything. He kind of just waited it out. I think that was a good move.
Yeah, it was just definitely the right call. That would have been so bad if he made her boosted there.
Yeah, I think a lot of us have like a tendency to just start like wall jumping and pressing like the fly button and stuff when we mess up, just trying to save ourselves. And sometimes it's better to just be patient for a second.
Mhm.
Yeah, Cold opting to play elevator a little safe in the last room, losing about 1 IGT.
That's a really smart move for a race. The fastest strat there has definitely been the
Is it
cause
just
for
me
a
or did
few
Jack
people.
almost get zapped?
Maybe. But yeah, the fastest strat in that room has definitely lost a couple races for people, and it's
you
a little
video
bit tight. Yeah, including me. I think I lost like 2 races there. So
You
Yeah,
lost
yeah.
at least one to me. I don't know if you lost more in other matches.
Yeah, it's quite heartbreaking to see people throw a run near that very end.
Yeah, because I mean that's basically the final obstacle right before the last level. So
Yeah.
I consider Bowser Jr. to be an obstacle if you mess it up.
that's fair.
No, man, there are
Speaking of which,
fireballs next to the
let's see-
flag.
Let's see how Cold
you got
handles
me.
this room.
That should work.
Yeah, that was great. So you want to see Luigi cling onto the clown car like that, and because the clown car is moving to the right, it just pushes you forward with a bunch of speed. And it actually saves like 2 seconds over not doing that. It's quite a bit, considering how short that room is.
Mhm.
This is still very close. So the Bowser fight, we've seen a lot of people mess that up. And this very much could go either way still, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Also,
Yeah, the
side
Bowser
note-
fight's pretty hard if you don't know what you're doing.
side note,
Cold even knows
fireball-
what he's doing, but he might still mess it up potentially.
Oh no!
Jack losing Acorn, that's gonna hurt.
If he can get through this room, it's not a big time loss, to be honest.
True. The only time he'll really lose is the fact that he'll lose some time in the final boss room.
Yeah, only about
I think it's like 3 to
yeah,
4
about
seconds.
4 seconds or so. The acorn saves about 4 seconds on the Bowser fight because you can do a little animation skip. I'll point it out when Cold does it. But other than that, losing acorn before the final fight is actually not a huge deal.
Oh,
Just as long as you make it through that first room.
I want to see Jack kill Big Bowser with the fireballs.
Oh my gosh, that's super slow. Yeah, I think you can. Is it?
He's
30 or
actually
40?
going to do
Oh my
it!
God.
80. It's 80 to get him in the shell once.
once.
Does
Oh my
he
God.
not know that
Why
he
did
can?
not?
Does he not know that you can just jump over?
You
'Cause
can
it's NSL?
literally just jump over Bowser. You don't
Jack-
need Acorn to do that. I don't know why Jack did this. Oh, Jack.
Oh dear. Yeah,
You-
because of
yeah,
Luigi
okay.
U's physics, you don't even need to do Bowser jump. You just like jump over, and it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, to be honest, he lost a good 20 seconds there from not knowing that you could literally just press the B button and jump over Bowser.
Yikes.
That's okay.
Generally pretty safe, no matter where Bowser even is, as long as you start your jump early.
Yeah, so Cole did that little animation skip there I was talking about. He skips Bowser shooting out a fireball by just flying in front of his face.
Yeah. Jack responds that he did know that you could jump over Bowser, he just didn't want to die. Bowser's really consistent with how he just stands there.
He literally just stands there. He doesn't move at all, like, ever.
This looks like it's gonna be a good boss fight for Cold. I think it's probably GG.
Yeah, this is looking good.
Yeah, that's GG.
Alright, Cold finishing
Alright,
with
nice.
Nice
20.
270. It's still really good.
That was a really good ending from Cold.
Let's go. I mean, rough start. Rough rolled 1 and rolled 5 for Cold, but other than that, he did pretty good.
Yeah, he had a pretty good race. I mean, I guess he got hit before the Kamek fight or on the Kamek fight,
On the Kamek fight.
He was on
and then
the
he
Kamek
died
fight,
in 1-2, but other than that, I mean, those are just the two big time losses. Most of the gameplay was really clean.
Mm-hmm.
And Jack, gonna have to be a little careful here because he is small Luigi.
Oh! That was a cool
This is-
hit.
Interesting.
Does he remember to hit Bowser Jr. first?
Yeah.
Oh,
no. Let's see if he might just forfeit.
I mean,
I
you
don't
have to
know.
restart the level from the very start.
Yeah, that's about a 3-minute time loss right there. So
Quick save? Character change?
Oh,
gonna-
no, we
okay,
finished.
he's gonna continue. You know
This
what?
man is
Good for
determined.
him. Good for him. That's
I respect
pretty
it.
cool. Me too. I feel like I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
Were you gonna say the N-word?
No.
Okay, dude. I'll
Alright,
say
good
it. Navadra. I scared everyone in chat.
This is true.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. I honestly don't remember anymore.
I blame myself.
Excellent, dude.
Yeah. Well, anyway, good job to Cold on that first swim, but it's not over yet. Yeah, honestly, just looking at how Jack's been playing these levels, he definitely has the potential for like a low 27-minute time.
Oh, yeah, easily.
I think his PB just has like a big death in it, from what I remember.
Very true. You know,
This is the best of 3 Diesel Pilot, yes.
And I guess for comparison, Cold's PB is a 2645, so I would say in terms of skill level, they actually are relatively close. It's probably just Cold is a little bit more consistent because he's been playing the game quite a bit more.
you know, us three sitting here in VC, you know what this has me thinking of?
Sex. What?
Tell me more. But anyways, no. I don't have a single naughty bone in my body. Please stop implying.
Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right.
Anyways, I was thinking.
That's the guy who said, "Are you gonna say the N-word?"
Hey, that's just me
Probably
thinking
not,
that
dude.
Uvideo has a bad bone.
Anyways, I keep interrupting you. What were you gonna say?
I'm thinking. Triforce Hero speedrun. All three of us. Think about it.
Yo.
Think about it.
Think about it.
What?
Think about it.
Ooh.
Oh, I do remember what I was gonna say now, guys, by the way.
Oh,
If you want
what are you
to
gonna
just
say?
Chime in real quick. A ton of runners like forget about the fact that you basically have to hit Bowser Jr. before he goes into that clown car.
Yeah.
Because even if you get into it before he does, he will almost always snipe you out of the air. Like 99% of the time, he will just jump in the air and knock you out of that clown car. And it's crazy though the amount of people we've seen that just like don't know that, and I feel like it's something that needs to be like more widespread because
The
ton
only
of
like
people-
real time is if for some reason Bowser Jr. is like way on the other side of the screen for some
Yeah.
odd reason, which occasionally happens. That happened in DCA's match yesterday where Bowser Jr. was just way too far away that it didn't matter. But that's like a once in a lifetime
that's
kind of
a-
thing.
that's
You
a
need to
very
hit Bowser Jr.
rare
before
occurrence.
going in the car.
Yeah, absolutely necessary, and it of course doesn't lose any time. You're just waiting for Bowser to pop up, so anything you do in between those hits doesn't matter.
A lot of people
GG's
also
to
don't
Jack
know how to do
finish.
the movement in the Bowser fight as well. Like, yes, I see a lot of people like do the moving back and forth above Bowser like too slow, and so then they get hit out of the clown car, and it's like, well, why is that happening? And
Yeah.
there actually is a tutorial on how to do the Bowser fight optimally
Yeah, I think you have
in the
one.
Discord.
Somebody definitely needs to probably work on a more expensive tutorial for this game, like a video one. I know there's
For
a
sure.
sheet, but
I know. I always thought
I don't
Blackers
know.
had
No
one.
one.
Blackshirts
one
doesn't
else.
have one for NSLU. M-Chan does, but it's quite it's A, a written one and not a video one, and B, it's quite
It's a
outdated.
little outdated. Yeah. Well, and I think it's for the Wii U version, so it might be a little bit different.
I mean, slightly, but the Wii version really isn't too different, all things considered.
I talked to
'cause
Cold about it, and we talked about making one, but we both just never got around to it.
Hold on. Is anyone gonna set up a race for the second round?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Poppy. We just gotta make a tutorial like Small Ant 1. Be like, hi there. We need Coldeggman to do it because he's got the deep voice. Like, hi there.
Hey,
I'm
that's not fair.
Coldeggman.
I too have a deep and sexy voice.
Not compared to Coldeggman.
This is true. God, I wish I was cold.
You're hot. I'm sorry.
You're a real wise guy. You know that? You know that?
I know.
True.
But
You're
yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't be too hard to make a tutorial for this game. It's actually relatively short and easy to pick up, and I guess like it just depends on how like extensive someone would want to go into like the small details, because a lot of this game, kind of the art of it is like it's really easy to get into and learn like good strats, but if you want to start going for all the small time saves, that's where it gets difficult. So I don't know if like a tutorial would have all that info or what.
Alright, Cold practicing 1-2 after last race. Can't really blame him.
Yeah.
That was rough to watch, for sure.
Honestly, tragic to watch.
Jack's all ready and set up, so Cold's probably gonna jump in and be ready soon.
Now I'm excited to see if the Luigis will be bobbing like synchronously again when when Cold opens the world map.
I yearn for it.
That was probably the highlight of this whole stream for me.
Very true.
It's like both runners are ready, so I'll kick it off.
Dang.
I am quaking in my boots with excitement right now.
Yeah, hopefully we see a pretty poggers game too. I mean, this game 1 was pretty close, but this game 2 could be quite riveting if we see. I mean, Jack could get a low 27 pace, Cold could get a 26 pace, low 27 pace. That could be exciting.
Hey, you have no faith in Jack. I believe in the 26.
Ah, you're right. You got me.
I don't know if Jack's like sum of best segments is like a 26, so I don't know, but he's definitely capable of like a 2-minute PV, so
I know, I just checked his stream. Yeah, he doesn't have splits open. It's just a timer.
oh, well then shoot.
I don't blame him, to be honest. I used to do tournament matches without doing what was I gonna say? Without doing splits.
Cringe.
Not a bad strategy. I usually compare to like blank splits, so I don't know where I'm at compared to PB. But I think it's just like easier for your mindset during a race.
For sure.
All right, well, we're synced up here.
Made it.
All right, 1-1 done. Epic.
All right,
All right,
so let's
here's
see
where
if
we
Cole
cross our
redeems
fingers for
himself.
1-2. Yeah.
Boy, oh boy,
Cold.
1-2.
Cold
We
maybe
get to
having
see-
slightly faster loads.
Yeah, we got to see the load difference there. Cold saving time from doing nothing.
We did
As
find
most
out pretty
do.
recently that there are actually inconsistent loads in this game. So we're working on getting the
Very.
leaderboards switched around so that, because technically right now it says on the leaderboards that Nevadra has world record, but technically if you take out loads, the U video has world record. So we're looking to get that changed on the leaderboards so that we don't have to worry. That way people who have bad loads like U video can still have world record.
Yeah, because it's kind of been pushed to the point where if your load times like are bad enough, you literally just can't get world record, and that would be kind of unfair. So yeah, it was kind of a necessary change.
Yeah.
Because I guess for like just to put it into context, like my run is like more than 4 seconds slower than Nevadra's, like the real time of it, but it's like 0.8 seconds faster if you remove the loads. So it's a pretty crazy difference. But we didn't really factor that in during races. We kind of just agreed to leave it all up to the real time, just to keep things simpler.
Simple. Yeah.
Yeah, at least Nevadra and I are kind of new to this whole loads thing, because at least UVideo came from the NSMB Wii community, but Nevadra and I did not. So we're kind of bad with this whole loads thing, and I think
Yeah,
we
but I
finally
never
got it
retime
figured
loads.
out. I think we finally got it figured out, but yeah, for sure.
I take no
We definitely
credit
get
for
our
any of
work.
that.
We
You
definitely
guys
get
have
our
done
work.
all of it.
Yeah, we definitely also get our work checked by some members outside the moderation team, just to make sure that me and Nevadra's verifiers are still.
Pretty
Competent.
Yeah, exactly. And most of the time we're not, but it's fine.
good World Ones. I guess Jack had some sort of slip up in 1-2. I didn't really catch it, but still pretty
That's
good.
not necessarily true, the Mysterious Star, because we've also found out that loads are inconsistent per playthrough.
Yeah, they're not.
So it's
quite
hard
the
to
same.
say that there's a definitive like faster by X amount per player, because
Yeah,
loads vary. Like UVideo's loads in his, because UVideo actually, you haven't uploaded your 2637 yet to the leaderboards. The run that's on the leaderboards right now under UVideo's name actually has better loads than the run that UVideo has world record on, technically.
yeah, it's very interesting. Although I will say, it's not as bad as like New Super Mario Bros. Wii. In that game, you'll see loads vary. I guess this is an extreme example, but I've seen them vary by like 10 seconds for one runner in particular, on just an any percent run. And so like, it's not that bad, but it's definitely a bit of variance.
Yeah, thankfully in this game, we haven't seen it go more than like 0.8. So within a second, both ways.
For example, I guess reference, SVW has different loads in any percent by about 20 seconds for what's essentially a 24-minute run RTA.
Yeah.
This game's half that.
So yeah, go us.
Yeah.
It's just that this game is definitely optimized to a point that even though the problem is not as significant in NSMB Wii, so we're a lot stricter in when you are allowed to get loads retimed, it still is to a point that there are some top runners that still can't get world records, so it's still an issue on that front.
Yeah, definitely. Anyhow, we haven't talked too much about their run.
Ooh, Cold messing up
they're-
slightly. I
They're
noticed he
still
got a
pretty
high
close.
180.
About 10 seconds apart here, more or less. 9 seconds.
Yeah, I know
Alright.
that Jack had a pretty rough 1-2, so that's gonna count for a little bit of difference here.
All right.
Again, just small difference. The main difference is probably going to come from this next level, 5 tower.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully we both get 5 tower skip this time. That would be nice.
Yeah, 5 towers. I would say most of us regard it as the hardest level to run. I don't know what
Yeah,
you guys think.
I agree. I'm getting more consistent at it, and so I wonder for myself if I would argue that a different level's different, but definitely for learning, it's the hardest one by far.
Mm-hmm. And probably in race is the scariest level.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nice. Really good for cold.
Getting 82, we'll take it. Oh,
Jack's gonna miss it.
Yikes.
Wait, his spins were pretty off.
I guess not perfect for cold, but you know what I mean. Great for a
He
race.
got it at least. Jack's gonna choose to not go back and try right side again to save time. He's just gonna wait this out. I don't blame
A
him.
valid choice. Yeah, I don't think it would even save that much at this point. Oh no.
Ooh.
Cold
I mean,
just made
Cold's
the
still gonna
exact
have a.
same mistake I made in my PB. Let's go.
I
To
gotta
be
say,
fair, I do think Cold's gonna still have a very significant lead, but he is just gonna lose just a little bit of time.
Yeah, so the unfortunate part about that mistake that he made there is now he really doesn't have the option to give himself a backup acorn in 5
True.
secret because he is now forced to get an acorn there as Luigi. He can't just switch to Toad and get an acorn
I mean, he's
as
not
Toad.
forced to. There is an acorn in 5 Ghost, but the ability to keep it through the boos, which are on
That
a
is
global
true.
cycle, is going to be very difficult. So he's probably
That's
gonna opt
true.
to get it in 5S.
That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. To
Oh, we're going real safe.
That's a
Switching to
really
Nabbit.
interesting strategy. Okay.
I'm surprised. I can understand Jack going for it, but I'm a little surprised that Cold's choosing to go for it.
Yeah, a little bit. That is an interesting idea though. Cold could switch to Toad here for 5 secret, and then later he could switch back to Luigi in 7 Ghost House and pick up a really quick acorn there.
That's true.
So that would also be a very valid strategy. I didn't even think of that.
thank you for validating Cold.
Maybe if Cold's listening to the commentary, he'll implement that. We'll see.
Yeah. I don't know. There might be a
doubt it.
delay.
Yeah, that's true. There's probably gonna be a pretty big delay. It's gonna not matter at the end of the day.
And to be honest, he might be taking the second race riskier if he already knows he has 1 win under his belt. So who knows?
Yeah, for sure.
You go, Tiger.
Slay King.
Slay Queen.
Oh, Jack missing the star, unfortunately. Getting it that time.
That star can definitely be like easy to miss. The
Now
block
we're just
placement
choosing
is a little
Luigi.
weird.
Yo,
Luigi
Jack
here.
enters the door. Let's go.
Yo, Poggers! We got a door entry here.
Poggers
No
in
way.
the chat.
So in this level, there's like these 2 separate pairs of parabeetles that are like kissing, and I'm curious to see if he's gonna separate them or if he's gonna leave them to kiss.
Oh, what are you talking? Wait, I'm confused as to what
You'll
you're
see
actually
it in
talking
just a
about.
second.
Okay.
You'll see it. See those? No.
Oh my god! Well, there's
No.
another couple. There's still another couple.
Be
They've been
gone.
separated.
Marriage is for the poor and the weak.
Hopefully Jack will spare them.
That's perfect.
Not gonna lie though, I always separate them in one.
Yeah, I hate marriage, and I hate
Because it
fun.
reminds you video about his relationships in real life.
Okay,
Er,
dang.
It reminds me of 2008. and
Which, by the
tragedy.
way, that's not true. You video is a great and loving person. It's not
Okay,
how his
thank
life
you.
goes.
Debatably.
Just making jokes. We love to
Yeah,
bully
no.
you video.
No, these jokes are all friendly. It's all good.
No, they're not.
Coldeggman missing the backwards flagpole. Commentators avert their bullying from U-Video to Cold. U-Video gets a breath of fresh
Wait,
breath
but
of fresh
he
air.
got
and sigh of
he got a
relief.
36 in-game time, which is what you're
That's
looking
true.
for on this auto scroller, and that's actually tighter than you would think to get. Like it's not easy to get that flagpole optimally because one, you're trying to turn left before you hit it, and two, like if you just try to hug the right side of the screen, you'll kind of just keep bouncing off of it. It's a really weird property that the auto scrollers have. Like you don't just get to hug the right side of the screen. It's very
Here
weird.
we go.
Either way, good auto scroller endings from both runners.
Yeah, and Cold will be doing 7-1.
Let's
Yep.
go.
He's gotta still be on 26 pace, I feel like. I mean, again, a bit too early to call since 4-7 tower, but still
Yeah,
not an
generally-
absolutely terrible run.
Generally, you
Yet.
don't want to call pace till after 7 tower because there's just that randomness factor that you can never really account for.
Yeah.
Phew, made it.
I know, though it is kind of funny when you're streaming this game just to say after 1-1 world record pace.
Yeah.
True.
Ha.
Except not because loads. And so U-Video and I cannot say that.
Dang.
Very true.
I can be ahead of world record and still not be on world record pace then? What?
Yes,
I disagree with your logic, Cooper.
that is how the world works.
Okay, so everyone needs to be quiet because Cold is in the hardest level right now.
Okay,
This level's extremely
Why are you talking then?
precise. Oh.
shush.
You know what? You got
thank
me.
goodness.
He made it through though. He made it through.
You almost
despite me
cursed him,
talking.
dude.
Made it.
You
I
almost
distracted
cursed
him.
him. Now, 7 tower is obviously the easiest, so we need to like make sure that we're telling a good story all the way through 7T.
Ha.
Oh goodness.
All right.
So they're about
Yeah,
one
there's
level
3
apart.
commentators. We hate this.
No, we love it.
Is this
Oh, yeah,
the
we
first
love
race
it.
that's done
You got the
comms?
3 best NSL UDX players, Big Chillin' and Voice Call commentating. What more could you ask for? This is
4 of the
entertainment
top-
at its peak.
I guess this is top 3, right? That's 3.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting. I just realized that. Or at least for the deluxe version.
Yeah. Ooh, cold.
So there is actually a little bit more randomness in this level, by the way. These
Good
fire
job.
bros right here.
Sorry, I was
These
just
fire
worried for
bros right
cold.
here.
Monkey.
Just randomly throw those fireballs, and I'm surprised Cole didn't take like a different approach there. A lot of people will opt to just go above them and then just kind of keep wall jumping between the walls, and you shouldn't get hit. Just kind of a
Another
nice
way that I
consistent
found
way
out
to
recently
avoid
that I
them.
posted in the server that I've never seen anyone do is the only person I've seen do it is Blue X2. You can just spam the trigger and just climb up the wall one-sided.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I wonder
And then
if
not have
Jack
to worry
knows
about it
that
at
the
all.
fireballs are random because like the strategy he did there was definitely not like a safe one. Like he
Right.
almost got hit by a fireball.
Aren't they random
Oh,
in MSMB? So you would think he would know that.
I don't think firebows are even in that game, are they?
Fire Bros? Yes, they're in in,
Oh,
I think
no.
at least one in the No World 5 route.
That's ice, bro. Oh,
Cold
God.
losing
no.
Acorn.
In
Oh,
6
oh,
He still gets
Okay,
the
that was
hit.
a really, really cool save though on the last hit.
Yeah, I'm a winner.
You gotta
Wow.
respect it.
So he was able to stay in the air, and because he knew Kamek is always in the middle, top middle there, after he hit him the second time, he was able to just delay his fall with some ground pound cancels and hit him. That is really cool. So if he can do this backup fast, he would only lose about, I think, 1.5 to 2 seconds in the Ghost House, but I don't know if he knows how to do it the fast way. Jack's actually having a good Kamek here.
Yeah, 141 is alright.
It looked pretty good.
Oh, that's true. He also entered 3 seconds late, so
Mm-hmm.
it could have. It
Wow.
definitely could have been worse.
Wow, that's such a swag money strat that Jack just got.
Oh.
All right,
I'm
no
gonna
comment.
teach Cold how to. I'm gonna teach Cold how to do this backup as soon as this race is over.
Teach me to. Be my
Yeah,
teacher.
or I'll just send y'all a video because it's You
Teach
can
me.
get like an 86 here, so you lost like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I
That's
saw you.
alright.
It looks slick. It looks pretty swag.
It's actually really easy. Like I think you just have to know how to do it.
Fair.
All right, so I didn't quite
Jack
catch the fade
opting to
out
not
time
do
there.
the Super 64 guy strat. Kind of unfortunate.
Oh, he's overshooting it.
Way
Oh,
overshooting
no.
the door.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
oh,
Jack,
you saw
Jack,
the
no,
door.
he
You
was
saw the
right there.
door.
Okay. That was scary.
Okay, he's gonna get fireworks. I think if he goes straight for the flagpole, so
You
hopefully
might get a 77 actually.
realizes that.
No, he's not.
No, maybe not. I'm crazy.
Okay.
Never mind.
You're clinically insane. Whoa.
Yeah, because I got a high 92 and then end up getting low 87s. So
After seeing Jack get a 73 with the way he did the castle in the last race, I feel that I don't have a good understanding of this level because I thought he would have gotten like a 74. But who
yeah, I don't
knows?
think I understand how to do it either. All I know is you stall and it gets you better time, and it worked, so I do it.
Also, I don't know if you can hear me, Jack, but that's okay. We all have some moments on 7 Ghost House. It happens from time to time. Important thing is he made it through, and he only really lost a couple seconds at the end of the day.
For sure. You get another 73, it looks like.
I guess. I mean, I don't really see where he lost time, but
Oh, grabbing
Oh.
that low. Oh
Yeah,
no,
that's not
Jack,
gonna
get
work.
away, get away.
okay, he made it.
We take those.
Yeah, maybe I need to look into that level more, because I know Skippy says that 75 doors is like really easy for him, and for me, it's like I can get it. Like it's just not like an every time kind of thing. So I'm gonna look into that.
Hey man, you do you. Whatever makes you want to kick that ball.
Kick it down the highway. Life
Okay.
is a highway. I wanna ride it all night long.
Man, I really want to watch Cars now.
Dude, I actually want to watch Cars 1 again. Cars 1, like, straight up is a good movie.
No, the Cars trilogy is the worst Pixar trilogy ever.
No, okay, like 2 and 3 are not good, but 1 actually is kind of solid.
Okay, so speaking of cars, Cold is gonna do a skip here.
What?
What does that have to do with Cars?
It doesn't. I just needed a transition.
So speaking of
So
Cars,
understandable.
we're on an airship, which is kind of like the movie Planes.
No, Planes
True.
is as a spin-off off the worst trilogy of Pixar movies.
I don't. What is
I hate
actually, what is
Planes
your
even
problem with
more.
What is actually your problem with Cars 1?
I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched it. Maybe it's
Then
better
I
than I
don't
remember.
want to hear you say anything about Cars 1 because Cars
Okay.
1 is actually a banger. Cars 2 and 3, fine. I'll admit they're not the greatest, but Cars 1, that holds a special place in my heart.
For what it's worth, I think casting Owen Wilson as a Lightning McQueen it was beautiful and poetic.
Alright, let's see this Bowser Jr. fight.
Lightning is a bad main character and has almost zero redeemable values. Just like Owen Wilson!
Okay, dude. All right, but
Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's kinda
Colt's
funny,
probably
not gonna
on
lie.
what 27 1x pace.
We'll see here. I don't know about that. It might actually be faster.
That'd be pog if it's
Let's
faster.
see what his fade out time is, and I can more or less tell you. Ooh, okay. He can't 26, but he can get pretty dang
Alright.
close.
Cole just said
I mean-
chat 27:04 best time possible.
Yeah, I was about to say 27:04 pace or so. So
Sure you were.
I
Yeah.
was.
All right.
See,
bud.
oh no, Jack
All right,
going
man.
through Bowser Jr. again.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the thing about this fight. You just really have to get the timing down on the hits
Jack, please, Jack.
because it's not intuitive in the slightest.
What are you doing, Jack? Oh, what are you doing, buddy?
Oh,
I'm
Bowser
scared.
Jr. going
I'm
for the punchy
genuinely
wunchy.
scared.
So I'm wondering what he's gonna do here for World 8. He has the option to switch to Nabbit if he wants. He could also pick up a Super Crown in 8-4. That's Toadette.
My guess is he chooses the Nabbit route because that's all he knows. I
I
don't think he's messed with the Toadette route long enough.
Yeah, or I wouldn't be surprised if he like used Nabbit for 8-1 and then did like Luigi again for 8-4 and opted for Fireworks to get his acorn back. Who knows?
That's true. If he gets Super Crown, it better be an 8-1 or an 8-4, because it's pretty hard, if you don't know what you're doing at least, to get Super Crown in 8 Elevator without getting shocked, because of how the shocky things work. That's possible. I've seen new video do it. He makes it look easy, but like if you don't know what you're doing, you'll get shocked if you just jump right through.
Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, you'll get shocked. If you know what you're doing, it's easy. I didn't even know if there was a Super Crown in 8-1. I'm not sure if there is. Cole had a really good 8-1.
Though. That's a solid 8-1. He must have gotten right side. I didn't even notice.
He did, yeah. Or something like that. I don't know.
Man, good job, you video on 8-1.
Why do we even have names for like the patterns at this point? Because like we just found out that there's actually 2 left sides, and like I don't even know.
Yeah.
And then the time difference for the middle and the right, they're like exactly the same. So I don't know. I kind of just say good or bad RNG at this point.
Oh, wasting a little time with that ground pound. Oh, got the bonk.
Ooh,
Good backup.
That was a very good
Maybe a
backup.
high 88. Yeah.
All right,
Jeez,
we'll
he's
take
cold.
it. Also,
Jack-
Jack opting to play as the small Luigi. That is great.
truthfully,
I wonder,
that
does
doesn't
anyone know what
lose
those
any
red coins
time in
give
the
you?
level.
Is it ice flower?
Ice
I
flower.
believe it's an ice flower. Yeah. So small Luigi doesn't actually lose time in this level. It's just a little risky right here. When
Really
he goes
waiting
up
out
there.
left side. Not really sure why.
Yeah, the pattern he got there was the slowest, but also the safest. If he were to just go up top as soon as the blocks are broken, you don't really have a chance of getting hit.
Does
Also
he
really
not
interesting-
know? Does he
He's
not
gonna
know
get
that he's getting the wrong
I'm
fireworks?
getting a mini mushroom for
No.
these fireworks.
Dude, I think maybe this is the game plan. Like, he's just, like, he's got some big brain idea that we're not seeing, and he's gonna use that mini mushroom.
Oh my
It's
god,
true.
imagine.
Maybe he thinks the mini mushroom will make getting 77 easier. And so it's just a roundabout way of getting 77.
If he
Wow,
actually uses this mini mushroom,
It's the ideal strat.
I don't know what I'll do, but I'll be very surprised.
If he uses the mini mushroom, I will choke on my spit.
Okay. Do it. You wouldn't.
So Cold had a pretty good elevator there.
Ah, Sag.
Cold is going into the final level now on pace for roughly like a 2706. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
And we saw him pull out that really good castle at the end last time. Hopefully he can do that again.
Yeah. I have faith. 27 OX after a 28, after a mid 28 would be Pog.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, gamer.
Jack's gonna die. Oh, never mind. Good backup. He realized he was gonna die, so
Ooh.
he.
Wait. Oh, this is a tragedy.
Oh no. Wow. The fact that he was able to stay alive though is really impressive. So
For sure.
I kind of wish he would just switch to Nabbit at this point.
Yeah.
There's no real reason to keep using
Kind of wish
Luigi,
he just used the
but
mini mushroom at this point. Let's be
I mean,
real.
he saves 3 seconds by playing as Luigi,
He
but then again, the damage boosting might just save those 3 seconds back as Nabbit.
Yeah, I don't. Well, okay, you can actually do elevator as small Luigi and get a really fast in-game time.
It's possible, but
For
it's
some
much
reason, I've
safer
learned
than Nabbit.
elevator skip as like every possible character, but
And yet you
I don't
still
know.
mess it up.
And yet I still lose all my races to it.
Yet you're still the worst at elevator.
Hey, I got a 76 in-game time on elevator.
Okay, and?
Well, I think only Skippy has gotten that one as well.
Okay, and?
Well, you said I was the worst.
You are.
No,
You got
me.
cool time. Wow. You must be
Cringe.
cool.
You must be good at the game because you got a good IL.
You must be like good at the game or something because you have world record. Who thought?
I think it's
Stupid
just
IL
funny
runner.
how like we call this like elevator skip, but like
It's not.
it's like almost not even a skip. You just do some like big jumps because you can even do it without like the acorn, and so like it's just a huge contrast compared to this game's counterpart, New Super Mario Bros. U, where there's actually like a ginormous skip done in the elevator level. that
It's the
saves,
hardest
like,
level in the run.
yeah, it saves like a minute 20, and it's easily the hardest level.
I'd
Really
even
hard
argue, I mean, I guess I haven't done speedruns of all the Mario games. I would argue that it's, in terms of movement, probably the hardest level in all of NSMB series.
I would, but
For
in
any
all
percent-
of the
for any
NSPD
percent, that
series,
is.
like any percent runs, it's definitely the hardest level. I mean, I haven't run them all at a top level, but I would say it's the hardest. NSMB runners might disagree with me though.
It's gonna be
Okay.
clutching out the OX.
Good Bowser. So he's gotten the hard part down. Let's see how it finishes. Wow. Nice ending.
Yeah, 26:05. He split late. Or 27:05, not 26:05.
Cole just got a 40-second PB. A world record by like
World record by a
30 something
landslide.
seconds. Yeah.
Crazy.
Nice.
GG Cole. That was really good. Second race there.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm a winner.
So Cole, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the challenge bracket
Oh, for sure.
on my end.
Are you
Let's
able
see.
to edit the challenge bracket?
I'm not sure. We can talk about it later.
Okay, fair.
So Cold is moving on from this round. So his next opponent is not decided yet, but it's going to be decided with a race between Diamond Crafter A, who just did a match yesterday, and Cat SR.
Which that
So-
could potentially be a close match, considering how much
Yeah.
Cat's been popping off lately. That
They're,
could really go either way.
those runners are both very similar skill level, in my opinion. So
Yeah, I agree.
I think they're roughly 20 seconds apart, but I know that DCA also lost like 20 seconds at the end of his run. So if I
Right.
remember correctly, I might be wrong about that, but I know he did have a 20-second time loss somewhere.
I think it was in Kamek.
Gotcha. Well, either way, we know DCA is definitely capable of a PB right around where Cat has, so that should be a good match.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll see, maybe the runners will come in for an interview afterwards. Would be Pog.
So the nice thing about Jack using Nabbit for this last level is the only way he can die at this point is from running out of time, and he has over 400 seconds, and the in-game seconds in this game are actually like real seconds.
Yeah, he's got about
So-
6.5 minutes.
Yeah,
to
he
do
has
this
six
boss
and a
fight.
half minutes to do the fight. I hope he doesn't use all 400 of those seconds, but you know, it's off to a rough start.
I believe in Jack. I believe in the dream. Oh, you just getting boofed.
I think he's just messing around at this point.
It's like Nabbit's the child and Bowser's the daddy. Nabbit just gets pushed away.
What about Bowser Jr.?
Bowser Jr.'s bullying the kid as well. What are you talking about? He's the ugly duckling in the Koopaling family.
So basically, what you're
He's
saying.
also not in the family, so...
So basically, What you're trying to tell me is that Bowser is, in fact, my daddy. Oh, hey, Cole.
Yo, so we got the 28 2X and the 27 0X. How's the second game feel?
Yeah, that was a lot better than the first
Yeah.
one.
Good job on that second race. That was great.
Yeah. What did I mess up in that run? Let's see.
Kamek, I think.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got hit, but you like backed it up really well.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know what happened the first game on 1-2. I did that last tournament race too. I got hit. I just slid into the piranha last time I did it.
Yeah, that's the one reason that I guess going for Luigi 1-2 could be also considered a bit of a risk.
Mm-hmm.
I know people consider Nabbit being the risky character, but if you play as Nabbit, you'll never lose your acorn there, and if you die, you can just try again.
Yeah.
You know, as Luigi, you kind of screw yourself out of an acorn. So.
Mm-hmm.
Truly scary.
I guess I was just really nervous, just like the last one. I just didn't know how to play, and it just all fell apart.
Aww.
It's
I
okay,
switched
you
to
got it
Nabbit.
back, and you got one of
Still
the better
secured the
times in
win.
this tournament.
Yeah, 2706. I think it was a 2705.
I think
Yes, it was. I watched. It was a 2705.
That might be like what, the second best race, or I don't.
I think I got a 27-0X. I think I got a 27-04.
Well, I got
No,
a 2658 twice, so I'm just
Oh.
In
saying.
OG, buddy. In
Hey man,
OG,
we take those.
buddy.
We take those.
Well, I got a 2649 on deluxe, so I still
Yeah,
beat
you-
that noob.
Yeah, you have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have the best time, and then I think Skippy's also gotten an OX in the tournament. I know for a fact me and Cole have both gotten OXs, and I think Skippy as well might have gotten an
Nice.
OX.
Yeah, very
So-
good race times.
Yeah, for sure.
And hey, we just want to mention, like, GG's to Jack for like actually finishing both runs. I think a lot
Oh,
of people
yeah.
would have just like forfeited in his position. So that's
Yeah, for
pretty
sure.
cool.
Especially game one. I was
Yeah,
impressed that he
Absolutely.
continued. Big respect.
Good for him.
yeah, takes a lot of like willpower to do that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, Cole, do you have anything else to add?
I need to learn more backups. You were talking about like Peachette backup and 5 tower. Yeah, that would probably be good to learn, to be honest. Maybe
For
doing like
sure.
5
I
2.
personally never understood
Acorn.
it. Like how to do the Peach Head. I don't think I've actually ever done it once. And that's another thing that video needs to teach me.
What's
'Cause
that?
I've never-
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh, I don't understand how Peachette works in 5 Tower. I find it much harder. I've never gotten it.
I'll just send
So there's
you a
just something-
video.
there's
I don't
just
know how to
something-
teach you.
I mean, if there's just clearly something I just don't understand or I'm missing. So
Yeah, I guess that's the thing. Even if you do lose Acorn in 1-2, Peachette Tower Skip is always an option, and it's a pretty fast option. So it's a good race strategy to learn. I don't think I've had to use it yet, but it's a good race strategy.
Also,
sure.
both races I lost Acorn on Kamek, and I really need to learn U-Video's strat on Ghost House.
Yeah.
For sure.
You backed it up well, or like you didn't lose too much to grabbing the Acorn.
Yeah. I feel like it's inconsistent because of the blocks can sometimes screw you over, but I guess I got lucky.
Yeah,
Both
you
times.
basically just have to like have your eye on the block that it's in and just jump and ground pound on it. I mean, I don't know how to explain it any better.
Yeah. You did it in a tournament match. I just need to go back and find it.
Anyhow, good job.
Very
Thank
cool.
yeah, GG's.
GG's to
I've got
Jack,
nothing
too.
else to say. Yeah, GG's to Jack as well. That was a good match. I think with that, I think we'll go ahead and end off the episode.
Yes.
All right.
Sounds good.
So thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned as this tournament keeps
I just-
progressing.
do we have any more matches coming up?
I
haven't checked.
don't think we do in the near future. I think we still have to schedule
Alright.
some. But
yeah, okay.
pretty soon here we'll have, I mean, we're pretty close to the winner's bracket being finished up, and so I'm not sure when Nevada and Skippy want to do their match, but I mean, if they want to do it, I know Skippy's leaving, so if they want to do it fast, it's quite possible that the winner's bracket will be done pretty soon here, and then we'll just let losers catch up. So, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
!NSLU if you're interested in finding out more about the tournament. Go follow Coldeggman and Jack as runners. They're both pretty good NSMB series speedrunners, and Cold does much more than the NSMB. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next iteration of New Super Luigi U. Bye-bye.
Yahoo!
Bye.
Bye.